You have failed this city. What's going on out YouTube? This is SCL0320. I am back, y'all. Get back, y'all. Nah, I'm just playing. So I've missed out on 2 different episodes. Or well, I haven't missed them. I've actually watched them, but I haven't done the reviews for them. So Arrow, I'm gonna give you all a solid. I'm gonna do 2 episodes back-to-back reviews. I can't believe I'm doing these many reviews, y'all. I am freaking hungry. Another thing, somebody went on my page and said that I think when I was doing my thoughts and my emotions on what's going on with Malcom, and how that hit me. I mean, that's part of the reason why, honestly, y'all, I haven't done like stuff that I need to do, is because that kind of did weight on me a lot, and I needed to take a step back. Just from YouTube and stuff in general, because it was a lot. It really did hit me. But somebody has said, like, why is he going and unbuttoning his shirt? Like, is that for effect? I was like, this is what I'm going to tell y'all. Okay, when I get here and I start doing like a review, I have a limited amount of time because I'm really busy. This is my work phone, okay? This is my shirt, my tie. Normally when I get in the door, I might have if I think I'm going to do a review, I'm going to put the lights ready and set, and then I'm going to start reviewing, because that's just how it is. So it's not like I'm doing this for effect, like it's just because I'm trying to go ahead and review it, because if I don't do it now, I won't get it done. Anyway, I digress. I apologize for that. So I'm going to go with the Arrow episode that I missed, the first one, and then I'll go after that and follow up with another one. So I think that I'm not going to put both of these episode reviews in this one. I mean, I guess I could. I don't know. I better not. That's a bad idea in my opinion. But yeah. So last night's episode was The Uprising. But the episode before that was called, I think, Midnight City. Okay. The Midnight City episode, this is the synopsis for it. Arsenal and Diggle confront Laurel about trying to step into their sister's shoes and warn her to stop before she gets herself killed. However, the villain Brick kidnaps the city's Aldermen and threatens to kill all of them unless the police evacuate the glades, and it suits the dead. And I think meanwhile, Ray steps in to help Lance and police force to try to fight Brick, shows Felicity a new side to her boss. Malcom tells them that Ghul is after the family and must leave immediately. So this is the thing that was really interesting about this episode. I don't remember it a lot. But one of the things that stuck out for me with this episode is that in the beginning of it, I loved the action sequences with Diggle and Arsenal. These guys are legit. They have been trained to a T by Oliver Queen. Hear me, y'all. If Oliver, Arsenal, and Diggle wanted to go and just run train on the city that was being jacked up, they could do it. Just the 3. Just 3 of them. Because I was looking at the action sequences, and Diggle is gay, like, man, bump this bow and arrow, like, I need my guns. And it was a set piece that happened, like, after the first season. The first sequence, I think, it had, like, Diggle trying to pose as the arrow, and I think that it was also something else, but I can't remember, that was the episode before. Anyway, but I love it when Arsenal and Diggle are together. But in this episode, it's like Laurel is trying to prove a point that she is just as effective, or can be just as effective as her sister. The thing that she doesn't grasp is that she wasn't trained by the League of Shadows. And so when Arsenal and her interact the first time, like, she gets banged up and almost gets killed. And what's so bad about it is she gets somebody else killed. And that shakes her up and puts her in perspective of that, man, maybe I'm not ready for this. And what's so bad is that Felicity is damaged goods in a sense, because she is so vexed that Arrow is gone, or she's come down to the realization that he's gone. I think that after Merlin or Malcom had come and told him, like, she didn't want to believe it, but eventually it just kind of sunk in a deep kind of way. But it was like, it didn't matter, because the fact is that Brick is just demolishing everything. He went to the police building, and it was funny because Roy Palmer was there with Felicity, and he just attacked everybody in there, killed somebody, and abducted, I think, somebody, and I was like, wow. But the funny thing about it was I saw, like, oh snap, Superman getting bucked, and I saw Ray going at it, And he was doing this thing for a second, then he just got knocked back down. He was like, see, that's why I need my suit. And Felicity was just like, whatever. And I think that the big thing about this episode was the revelation for Laurel and Felicity that they have to keep fighting no matter what. Because Laurel gave up because the realization set in that she is not her sister at all. But that doesn't mean that the motivation for what she's doing can be fueled into something great or even better than what her sister was, which eventually we know that the Black Canary is way better than what I guess Sarah Lance was as far as just the Canary. But I think that Felicity came up to her and they were talking, and Felicity was like, we got to keep moving. We got to keep it stronger. And it was really touching scene. But it was like, I think the second go around when they try to go and attack Brick, and Brick is just messing them up. But they were smart that time. And then there was a moment where Laurel came up face to face with Brick. And like, I was thinking she about to get hurt bad. But she did this move and she just dips out of the window. I was like, oh, get it, Laurel. Woo. I mean, ultimately, I give this episode probably like a 7.5 or 8 out of 10 because I just didn't like the dynamics of what was going on with Laurel and Diggle and Ray or Roy. But I mean, I saw progression. I saw progression with the characters. I saw Felicity getting out of herself. But there were certain things that in this next review that I'm going to talk about that I don't like where the writers are taking Felicity on the long term. And I'll bring that up in the next review. But again, I'll give this one probably 7.5 or 8 out of 10. And yeah, that was my review for Midnight City. And Arrow is signing out. I'll be back, y'all. Hold up.